Hernandez. At number 3, Chris Gabriel Hernandez. Wearing jersey number 5, Jade Alex Desquitado. Number 6, Sean Andre Labrador. Number 8, Mark Jason Baldos. And number 10, Dave Thomas Lardizabal. Libero, number 9, John Mark Espanso. Head coach, Mr. Edward Jan Coach Edu Lirio. Presenting our VNS-ONE Alicia Griffins. Their team captain wears jersey number 13, John Benedict San Andres. At number 6, Kim Malabunga. Wearing jersey number 7, Michael Christian Doria. Number 10, Oriel Mendoza. Number 14, Esmilio Polvorosa. Number 16, Kevin Montemayor. Libero, number 4, John Joshua Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Ralph Raymond Ocampo. This is match number 6, preliminary round.
And we are set for the second match of this Saturday doubleheader here at the 2022 Spikers Turf Open Conference. You see the starting lineup for the Santa Rosa City Lions. You have Hernandez, Desquitado, and the rest of the guys that they will be leading in this game. Meanwhile, for VNS, it's the same lineup that they will parade, of course. Nothing to change, especially after a win in a 5-setter thriller against the Ateneo Fudgy Bar Blue Eagles. Once again, we welcome you to our coverage here on One Sports. Dip Dipianco and Ivy Remulla calling this match. And we are set to begin the opening set inside the Paco Arena in Manila. We've talked about it pre-game, Ivy. Itong Santa Rosa City Lions, a young team that are getting all the exposure that they can use when they compete in the ASEAN University Games. But of course, VNS, alam natin yung caliber nitong koponan na to.
That's right. Very carjack 5-set. Though they played against Ateneo, who's also a very promising team. But you know, I think the exposure really that this young team, the Santa Rosa, will be getting would definitely benefit them in the long run. A lot of promising players there in this squad.
VNS showing how it's done first off the bat already with 2 points here in this opening set. The first one from San Andres, and then this dump mula kay Mendoza.
But of course, we give credit to the service of San Andres. He made it difficult din para sa receiver. Another strong serve.
Santa Rosa looking to get their first point. Cruz upset. An adjustment there for Montemayor. Oh, and a nice drop ball there para sa Santa Rosa City Lions, and they get their first point of the match.
That was a smart play. Not saved there by VNS. But they had an eye on it. They knew the drop ball was there, but not fast enough to get to the ball.
And an ace as they tie this game up. And you can feel the energy of this Santa Rosa squad really making them celebrate each point.
It's really good to be young, no? Yung daming energy.
That was Jason Baldos getting the service ace. And the attack is out para kay Mendoza. And Santa Rosa already with the lead, 3-2.
Again, you know, in the previous matches, the errors have always been that crucial factor that changes the momentum of in any game, you know. And you know, for men's kasi I think yung errors yun yung talagang isa sa kailangang minimize because of the pace of the game, the caliber of the players. You know, as much as possible, you wouldn't want to give out those 3 points.
So it would be natural if you're watching men's volleyball kasi you would think when you see the numbers, ang daming ang errors. It's just natural because of the pace that they're playing.
Yes, that's right. So and usually sa men's, palitan ng puntos yan you know. And very seldom do we see very long rallies as well.
And Doria gets that point as VNS ends the run of Santa Rosa. The City Lions scored 4 straight before that point mula kay Doria. And it's just nice to see really men's volleyball back na after 3 years. Because,
Oh, yes.
Because nauna dyan yung women's volleyball, of course, when PVL came back, and then we also had UAAP. And now Spikers Turf has returned. Ball is kept alive. The attack by Disquitado sails out. And it's a tied game at 4 apiece.
Well, you have a tall blocker like Malabunga in front of you.
Yun.
You would definitely have to be creative. You know, so at that point, maybe he was trying to get over the block or getting a touch from that high hand, but not that time.
And Jade Disquitado gets the set that he wants.
And yun yung gusto natin, no? Not threatened even if he has a very tall blocker in front of him.
And a good set by Jason Baldos. Sean Labrador will head to the service line. 5 serving 4. Ish will set it up. Back sets it. The attack by Montemayor was checked. The drop. Pancake save. Mendoza upset. Still alive. Baldos once again will open up. Disquitado's attack.
Oh, there was a touch call by the blockers. I think he was trying to play smart, you know, with that last attack. If you notice, yung huling palo ni Disquitado wasn't really the strongest.
Yeah.
Pero I think he was really trying to aim for a touch in the hands of the blocker.
And the maturity he has shown leading a squad of high school players. There you go, Kim Malabunga gets his first point of the game.
Malabunga making it look very easy. Let's take a look at that last hit. Perfectly set up, and that gap in between the two blockers also, that made it easier for him.
Good save there once again by Cruz. San Andres, that will drop. And they have tied the game up at 6-all.
San Andres a threat both at the back and at the front.
Coach Ralph Ocampo on your screen. Montemayor will serve.
A good pass.
Mendoza for the second touch. Santa Rosa's turn to attack.
Oh, that was a good quick attack there from Santa Rosa. And you can see them celebrate. That's a big point.
That was Dave Lardizabal standing tall at 6'1". He's going head-to-head against Kim Malabunga,
yes.
so he has to step up as well.
But I think we have to give the setter as well credit for that last attack because he managed to delay the blocker.
And the Santa Rosa City Lions send us to the first technical timeout, 8-6. And we'll be back here on One Sports.
At age 18, I asked him what it's like to be called the next big name, and he told me it's exciting because it challenges him to keep his volleyball book open for lessons in their first time here in Spikers Turf. Dahil napapagsabay niya ang Bro League at ang kanilang preparation sa ASEAN School Games, nagpapasalamat siya sa opportunity to maximize his volleyball skills at such a young age. Let's go back to the volley action here in set 1.
Thank you, Alexis, for that report. And it's interesting, no? Just to make things, of course, a bit steamy para kay Jade Discotado because naglaro siya sa PNVF and he faced this squad of VNS for the bronze medal. Kaya nga lang VNS yung nakakuha ng bronze. So, syempre gusto rin niya bumawi against this team.
That's correct. And you can really see how much na parang he's putting into each game that he plays. And hindi rin madali, you know, the preparation that they're going into right now. They have this tournament and they have another, or they're preparing for another tournament. But again, we say this is a very good exposure for this team in preparation for that next tournament.
Oh, surely they will be able to carry the lessons they will learn against their kuyas, their veterans in the Spikers Turf as they represent our country in the ASEAN University Games. But that serve by Mendoza sails out and it gives Santa Rosa the lead back here in the opening set. Chris Hernandez, their captain, now serving. Polvorosa, upset San Andres. I believe there was a touch. Yep. So Ben San Andres ties this game up at 9-all. Kim Malabunga now serving. Joining his new team here in the Spikers Turf. Kept alive here by VNS. Cross-court attack sails out para kay Jan Mangalobnan. Or rather by Gabby Hernandez of Santa Rosa.
He chose a good angle pero kulang na ng konting clip.
Ooh, blocked there but it went out. So another point for Santa Rosa. Palitan ng puntos early in this game in the first set.
So this is a good indication, of course, particularly for the young squad of Santa Rosa.
Yeah. Their first set against the Signal HD Spikers on opening day. They only lost by 8 points. Dun sa first set na yun. Right now, looks like they're looking more comfortable against this VNS team.
Well, a string of errors on the side of VNS also giving more confidence para dito sa Santa Rosa.
Dave Lardizabal now serving. Ish. And the point goes to Chris Doria. So the game is tied at 11-all.
Tight first set we're having here.
Ish now serving. Joust at the net. Still with Santa Rosa. Saved by Mendoza. Oh, and that drops on the court of VNS and Santa Rosa regains the lead.
Well, that's a bit difficult also for San Andres. You know, very high ball also coming from the other side of the court. But that was a good save on the side of VNS.
So the City Lions holding on to this slim lead, not allowing VNS to overtake. Halos ganito lang tayo, palitan ng puntos. The game ties up and then Santa Rosa regains the lead. Ben San Andres now serving. Can the Griffins take the lead? Yes, they do with that error. Santa Rosa asking for a touch, but none given. So it will be a point for VNS. San Andres, the leading scorer for the Griffins back in their opening game day, had 20 points in total. And Disquitado answers back.
Very feisty Disquitado. Let's take a look at that last attack. Cross-court hit. VNS not able to keep it up.
Polvorosa sets up Mendoza, adjusted there but kept alive by Baldos. The drop by Disquitado. Two Griffins on the floor, and Montemayor scores off the block.
Good attack from Montemayor. This is the off speed, off the block.
So VNS now with a 1-point lead. Baldos, the quick attack to Labrador.
We must say, you know, the quick attack of Santa Rosa has also been very efficient. We haven't seen much yet, except for that quick of Malabunga earlier.
I think both teams are playing relatively well in terms of their first ball. No? Nakukuha nila yung control na gusto nila for the set. Polvorosa sets up Mendoza. That is right on the line.
We have a substitution here now for VNS, two-man substitution. Gavan comes in for Polvorosa. Montemayor was replaced by Mangulabnan.
So this will be Jan Mangulabnan serving. And Mendoza gets that point. As we reach the second technical timeout, VNS up by 2 points. Ang pangit.
Kailangan nating pumuntos, di ba? Yung sinasabi ko dito sa gitna, pwede namang ihulog, pwede mabilis na drop. Pag may pagkakataon, lakasan ng palo, lakasan ng palo. Ganun lang. Huwag isip, hindi may pwedeng cloudy ang isip pag naglalaro. Isa pa. Huwag kayong matakot, lalo.
I just hear my voice. Back inside the Paco Arena in Manila as we have another chance to send this to Alexis Tinsay for this report.
Player of the game last Tuesday, Ish Polvorosa, shared to me that winning the first game of the season is an exhilarating achievement itself. However, it's only the start of the tournament and their ultimate goal is to win as much games as possible and to enter the final 4 teams. As a new member of VNS-ONE, sabi ni Ish na kailangan talagang mag-amuyan muna sa court upang magkaroon ng familiarization with each and everyone's individual movements. From each game, they have to progress with their gameplay through adjusting their lapses every set. Let's see the set 1 if they can overpower once again a set of youngsters feisty enough to play against them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Alexis, for that report. Not sure no kung kailangan pang mag-amuyan because Ish was able to get 29 excellent sets in their opening day, so parang kabisado na niya agad.
That's right. And kung sa lagay na yun, hindi pa sila nagkakaamuyan. So, what more? Pag nakarating na tayo doon sa level that he considers that they've already, managed to understand each other.
Oo, baka medyo mahina lang yung pang-amoy ni Ish nung first game na yun. Pero pag lumakas pa yan lalo, hindi natin alam ilang number of excellence pang magagawa niya. And VNS right now with their biggest lead of the game at 3. Disquitado. Mangulabnan sends that back. They go back to Jade. And Santa Rosa gets a point.
Desquitado, you can really, if you're watching live, you can really see him or hear him asking for the ball. The first time that the ball was, the first attack was successful, he wanted the ball again, and the second time around, he got the point for their team.
15 serving 17 in the opening set. Good serve, chance for Santa Rosa. That attack is out by Hernandez. So the Griffins, after trailing by 1 point, majority of this first set, they have now taken the lead. And another sub coming in for VNS, that's Noy Pedrosa in the game. So 4-point lead now for the VNS-ONE Alicia Griffins. That's why Santa Rosa will call for time. Let's listen into the huddle of Coach Edward Lirio.
Hindi naman kayo nag-iingay, boys eh. Ayaw niya yata talaga dito eh.
Dalawang beses. Bawal lang.
Di ba?
Laban.
Simple-simple lang naman yung ang binibigay natin dong score, error natin. Di kayo nag-iisip eh. Nandito na oh. Pinag-uusapan, ilang beses natin yung pinag-uusapan. Gumising naman kayo, boys.
You heard the huddle of Santa Rosa City Lions coach Edward making his players know that parang walang energy, kulang ng
That's
energy
right.
yung boys niya on the court right now.
And he also pointed out the errors, which is yun lang naman din yung nagbibigay ng puntos
Yeah.
right now for VNS. So I think apart from the error, they're doing very well. They're performing very well.
Yeah.
But it's just that these errors, more than just giving points to the opponents, it shifts the momentum. And you can see now VNS with a lot of energy inside the court, especially after that last point.
Nice to see a connection between Mangulapnan and Malabunga. A mixture of young players and veterans for this VNS squad. Baldos opens up and down the line attack mula kay Gabby Hernandez.
That was a very well executed attack. Let's take a look at that again. He found that space. Even if he has two tall blockers in front of him.
Could spark some life for Santa Rosa as they try to come back here in the opening set. Mangulapnan to San Andres, cross-court attack and a point.
Perfect attack from San Andres. Gotta love the angle that he has chosen there. Let's take a look. And again, I think, if you're going up against San Andres, you really have to have tighter blocking. Kailangan talaga walang space eh. Kasi nakakahanap siya ng dadaanan ng bola eh.
Saka, he had to adjust there. That wasn't the easiest of
that's
angles.
Right.
And that already dropped. Mangulapnan wasn't able to get there on time. But still a comfortable 4-point lead for VNS. Dave Lardizabal will serve for Santa Rosa, 17-21. Jan back sets it. Chance for Santa Rosa. Hernandez easily picked up by San Andres. Santa Rosa playing good defense in this rally. Oh, but the attack is short para kay Desquitado. And it will force Coach Edward Lirio to call another timeout. Let's listen in.
Iniinsayo natin yan. Malaki pa rin yung percentage na pwede natin makuha tong set na to. Nakuha. Kuhain niyo yung sarili niyo, boys. Gising! Gising tayo, gising. Simulan natin ng magandang receive. Maayos na set, madiscarding palo. Yun lang, paulit-ulit ako sa inyo, mga anak. Ha? Diretso natin yan. Isip tayo, man.
Well, you have to like what you heard from Coach Edward there, Ivina. very positive. He's talking about na malaki pa rin yung chance to get this opening set despite being down by 5 points. And as a young player, that's what you want to hear from your coach.
Exactly. And you know, also what he's trying to, the message is giving across, you know, it's not like what he's asking is for them na magkaroon daw ng madiskarting palo. And that's one good thing, you know, if you're training young players, it's really not all about the hard-hitting spikes, but it's really reading your opponent.
Yeah.
And I think yun na realize din ni Coach na they're going up against a very tough team, itong VNS, who also have a lot of smart players inside the court. So that talagang they really have to exert efforts to outsmart the opponent.
And this is how they will learn better, this Santa Rosa team, to face adversity against tougher opponents. San Andres goes up, kept alive by Santa Rosa-ish. This time with a quick, and it works. That was Doria getting the point.
But good defense on the red shirts on that play.
See this one again. Good first ball led to Polvorosa, setting up Chris Doria for that quick attack. And VNS now just 2 points away from taking set number 1. Polvorosa, the best player of the game, and their opening match serving. Baldos. Hernandez wasn't ready for that one. Cruz, the libero, inangat kay Montemayor. They open up once again to Hernandez with a cross-court kill.
Good cross-court there from Hernandez. Very sharp angle, very fast attack. Take a look at that hit.
So this is a 5-point lead now for VNS na hinahabol ng Santa Rosa. Polvorosa. Ooh. Tried to fake it by looking back sa kanyang teammate but did not have that connection with Doria.
It's a 3-point now for Santa Rosa. That was a good first ball given out by VNS.
19 serving, 23 now. Good serve and an ace para kay Gabby Hernandez. And this time, Coach Ralph Ocampo will call for time as we listen into their huddle.
Gagawin natin para maka-atake tayo. Outside hitter ka. Hindi kayo pwede umiwas sa receive kasi problema tayo pag ganyan. Wala na kami sa.
Tatlo tayo pass.
Okay, tatlo spikes sa harap. Kevin, Doria. Pero hindi ka muna atake, i-receive ka muna. Ikaw mag-guide sa receive natin kasi sila mag-receive. Tapos sila one line, straight line. Go tayo.
Go, 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 go!
A lot of focus on the reception over at that last huddle last time out. They realized then syempre na these youngsters are also giving out good attacks, good services. And we all know how important it is to give out a good first ball so they have more options at the front line.
Ito Santa Rosa, not giving up. Putting up a fight here in set number 1. They're down by 3 points. 20 serving 23. That's Gabby Hernandez helping his team get back in the game. That's back-to-back aces already.
Good service, and even coming off from a timeout, usually you know what happens when you come off the timeout, nawawala yung momentum. But not in this case, and he has remained aggressive in the service despite the fact na 2 points away na lang itong VNS from closing the first set.
Slowly knocking on the door. VNS has to get a good first ball. 3 straight aces para kay Gabby Hernandez. The number you see on his jersey, that's the number of aces he's had in this opening set alone. Tatawag ulit ang timeout ng VNS.
Nakailang service na hindi pa rin tayo natututo eh. Spin-in-ball lang yung bola eh. Sa training naman natin ito na rumi-receive tayo. Kahit sino dyan dapat kaya rumi-receive. Okay lang yung na-receive. Okay lang yun. Kailangan natin maka-receive ulit. Guys, sabi ko sa inyo, hingin nyo yung server. Hingin nyo dito. Akin yung bola. Serve dito. Hindi tayo ready. Hindi tayo ready sa bola. Go tayo. Wala tayo.
Bigay sa akin kapag papunta na sa akin.
how quickly the mood has differentiated from the last time out because back-to-back aces ang pinamigay ng VNS. So coaches of VNS asking them to just get a good receive.
And again, the receive will really be very important here for VNS.
Gabby Hernandez with a lot of momentum right now. Ooh, and that was out. So yung timeout na yun was able to ice out itong si Gabby Hernandez.
And again, he's not really holding back with the serves, but he has been successful. Nga sabi natin, high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
So, but they're still in the game, just 2 points down.
They were able to score a lot of straight points to come back here in the first set, but the Griffins right now are at set point. All-important serve here by Gonzalvo. Combination play works. And Discadado chops it right in.
Good fight being put up here by the young team.
On the verge of extending this set number 1. But first, Jason Baldos, their center, has to send this service in. A good one, Doria. Pedrosa for the attack. And that will end set number 1. VNS escapes that scary run of Santa Rosa City Lions, 25-23. You can see that napahirapan pa sila sa dulo nitong Santa Rosa, and we will be back with set.
Malaki po yung naitulong ng volleyball sa akin kasi po dahil po sa volleyball nakakapag-aral pa ako ng libre. Tapos ayun po nakilala na rin po ako. Tapos nai-invite po kami kung saan-saan maglaro. For example po sa Mindanao, sa Visayas.
Kailangan mo munang maghirap para maging worth it sa dulo, ganun po.
Minold niya po ako as better person.
May kita mo yung passion and yung enjoy when it comes to playing the sport. Ma-line up po sa national team natin sa Pilipinas.
Magamit ko pa yung paglalaro ko sa volleyball na makapagtapos po ako ng pag-aaral, maging successful at magtuloy-tuloy po na makapaglaro pa ako sa Pro League.
Makapaglaro pa din po ng commercial or pro after college. Siguro yun po. Yung makatulong ko sa pamilya ko.
To bag a gold medal for the Philippines, eventually.
Back inside the Paco Arena in Manila, you just heard the players of VNS talk about their hopes and dreams in the sport of volleyball, but they were able to take set number 1 against Santa Rosa, who was trying to play catch-up towards the end. Pero nakabangko na kasi itong Griffins dun sa set number 1.
That's right, and very commendable here from the Griffins because despite the fact that Santa Rosa was really inching very, very close at almost parang halos mag-tie. We thought na magta-tie na rin yun, pero VNS still managed to keep their composure and was able to win that the first set. It was a very close first set, if I may say, you
Yeah.
know, and I think that the young ones in Santa Rosa really put out a very good fight. 12 points in attacks, 15 for VNS, the blocking, 1 point for VNS, and the services of Santa Rosa is really what made the difference in set number 1.
That's right. Noticeably, itong VNS, they've been rotating their players a lot more, using more players from the bench. Meanwhile, ito namang Santa Rosa, sticking with their core. And Coach Edward liking what he sees, especially here in the opening set, number 2.
You know, I think the fact that VNS is also rotating their players may also be that can be an advantage to the side of VNS. But you know, if you look at it at a different angle, advantage din yan para sa younger players. Kasi we can see how well they can adjust. You know, we're not having the usual 6 maybe that they've been eyeing during the practice.
That's right. And I wanted to ask Ivy, if you're VNS, of course, alam mo yung Santa Rosa, they're a young team of 16 to 18-year-olds. How do you enter this game with that mindset? Kasi dikit nga yung first set eh. Was it because parang may onting pag-relax na parang, these are high school players so we can take them easily, or do you just go out and still play hard early on?
Oh yes, you know, as if you're in this kind of league, you really cannot take any opponent lightly. Although we know that the Santa Rosa is a very young team, but syempre we're already in a professional league, so you cannot take any opponent as lightly, even if they're young. And I'm sure they've watched the first game, so I am definite and positive that VNS already has seen the potential of Santa Rosa. That's why we can see also that VNS is not, you know, they're giving it their all out also.
Tama. And even Mark Espejo, as we take a look at this replay right here, yung atake ni Mendoza. Even Mark Espejo said that they didn't play their best against Santa Rosa kasi nahirapan din sila kahit paano.
Yeah. And while it has been a 3-set match again when they went up against them, pero again, sometimes, you know, there are certain things that you don't see with the scores or with the numbers. Kaya nga, yun ang hinano natin na you watch, you invite everybody to watch, para you can see what we're really talking about. Kasi like, for example, the first set here, you see, it was a very exciting set, and yung story nung service aces towards the end that had everybody at the edge of their seats. Yun yung mga gusto nating nakikita.
Yeah, if you just saw the stat line, you wouldn't know how they got there. Disquitado with a powerful hit. And Santa Rosa with a 2-point lead here in set number 2.
Good combination play. And I think that time around, medyo nagulat or na-surprise ng konti itong VNS.
Nice to see also the action live in Paco Arena to see really how high these players jump and the athleticism that they have. So if you have time also to join us here, go ahead and watch.
Yung isang maganda rin pag live, yung sound ng bola pag pinapalo nila, iba no?
You would know if it's a super clean hit or flat ba yung pag-atake. Speaking of using more players, Jeremy Merritt is now in the game for VNS. Medyo natawa siya dun sa serve niya pero nakuha pa rin nila yung puntos.
A little struggle with the release ng kanyang bola.
He's the most veteran amongst the players in this team at 34 years of age, but can still keep up with the young ones. San Andres pops it up, but Jeremy unable to get that second ball. But his teammates appreciate his effort though.
It was a pretty difficult ball to save as well. He almost had it. Let's take a look at that once again.
Chris Hernandez now serving. Mangulabnan, upset to Mendoza. Baldos, the setup play to Hernandez. But that is wide. And it is tied here at 5 apiece.
Santa Rosa has been, the wing spikers have been going a lot with the cross-court hits. So, I think they've seen yung butas din sa defense ng VNS pagdating doon sa cross-court. But yun nga lang, they've had attempts which are quite unsuccessful. Good save there from Pagulong.
Free ball given up. Santa Rosa with a chance to take advantage. But VNS able to keep it alive. Good dig there. Mula kay Espanso.
Oh, but an error to be called up against VNS. I think it was a net violation error against Mangulabnan.
Earlier in set number 1, we heard si Coach Edward talk about the energy. Was there anything that you saw also in the side of Santa Rosa that they can improve on dito sa set number 2?
Well, definitely, the errors kasi had it not been for the errors that they committed, then I think they would have had tied the match at some point already as well because of VNS. But with attacks like that from Oliver, parang mahihirapan itong mga batang to.
What a set and what a kill mula kay Sean Oliver.
Right, and you can see that in the replay, the blockers again a little bit space, may mga space pa rin, too far away from the net. So I think maybe that's one of the things also that these young players can still improve on. We've seen several sequences earlier na nagkaroon ng opportunity ang attackers ng VNS kasi may maluwag yung blocking.
And they denied that attack. See this one again. Sean Labrador was not allowed to enter the court of VNS. That serve sails out for Oliver. Paige Pagulong is back as the libero of VNS. Gabby Hernandez is at the service line. If you were watching set number 1, you probably saw his 3 straight aces. Let's see how he performs here. Another good serve. Baldos opens up and Disquitado does the rest. And similar to what happened in set number 1, Santa Rosa sends us to the first technical timeout.
Again, as I talked to Ike, he shared to me that he still experiences some pain on his foot and will do his best to recover for the next few games. Let's get back to set 2.
Thank you for that report, Alexis Tinsay. And we saw Ike Barilea fall in that opening game against Signal. So we're hoping that he gets back on the court soon for this Santa Rosa City Lions squad. They still have a number of games left to play. May 4 pa after this match against VNS. Griffins tie this game up at 8 apiece. San Andres scores off the block.
Very strong hit from San Andres.
Baldos to Disquitado, picked up by Mangulabnan. Free ball given up by VNS. They go middle and that works para kay Labrador.
Good attack from the middle. I think it's safe to say the middles of Santa Rosa also have proven themselves to be quite effective.
Oh, he's been an option for Santa Rosa this entire game.
Good
Jan
first
ups it
ball.
to Jeremy. Baldos sends it Disquetado. If we're talking about middle options, si Disquetado surely is your #1 option right now.
And again, the variation of Disquetado's attack this time around, he goes down the line. Again, too strong for VNS to keep alive.
There attacks, and that's a point. Same scenario here in set number 2. Both teams exchanging points. Sa bandang dulo lang ng set 1 lumayo itong VNS eh. And that's when the errors piled up for Santa Rosa.
Right. And I think that's also a very important part of any game. It's usually the end game.
Yeah.
Because you can build it up from the beginning, but it's how you really if you're in the lead, how you maintain it. If you're behind, how you catch up.
Disquetado scores off the block. 11 serving 10 here in set number 2. Look at that slow-mo of Disquetado flying up in the air. Serve sails out. That's a bit wide for Labrador. So no team gaining momentum yet here in set number 2. Palitan tayo ng puntos. Chris Doria is back in the game for VNS. One hand set by Baldos.
That was a good play, but the point is awarded to VNS for a violation. But that was actually a very good play. One hand set. Let's take a look at that again. Quick attack. There was a net violation, I think.
By Lardizabal. It's the slightest of net touches that is in for Santa Rosa, and they have tied the game up at 12-all. So this time, Jade will be at the back row. Jan ups it. Mendoza goes up and down it goes.
Good play here from VNS.
See this one again. The setup play para kay Yong Mendoza. Merit with a jump serve that is short. And an error there for VNS. Again, we're all tied up at 13 apiece. Team captain Chris Hernandez now serving for Santa Rosa. Ooh, and they exchange errors.
And both teams would just like to keep this close.
This is what
was exciting.
This is what you were saying a while ago, Ivy, no? Kasi nga, high risk, high reward. And if you go for those jump serves to try and score a point off the bat, then it will be more prone to errors.
But I think, because Santa Rosa realizes that, the service can be one weapon, because once they give a very easy ball to VNS, mahihirapan sila doon sa babalik na bola.
Tsaka pinakita na yun sa atin ni Gabby Hernandez a while ago. 14-all here in set number 2. Lardizabal now serving. With the help of the net, Mangulabnan goes quick, denied by the blockers.
Well read there by the blockers of Santa Rosa. Although I think, kasi mukhang nakikita na rin naman nila eh. I think the blockers were able to see where the option would go.
$15 serving 14, and another error. Pretty sure Coach Edward Leary is also taking account of these service errors.
That's already the third here for this second set.
33 points yun, binibigay nila para sa VNS. And Sean Oliver returns the favor as we reach the second technical timeout. We'll be back here on One Sports. inside the Paco Arena in Manila for the continuation of the 2022 Spikers Turf Open Conference as we send this now to Alexis Tensay for this report.
Ben San Andres with a roaring 20 points last game aims to be an inspiration sa mga nakababatang mga henerasyon ng players na gusto rin mag-pro league paglaki. Kaya naman motivation nila maging role models to the younger teams. And now when it comes to a technical skill set that they want to improve, VNS says that they want to have a good team offensively, but not just that. They want to ameliorate their defense and focus on refining themselves in the blocking department. Moreover, they want to minimize their errors to maximize their momentum in the court. Overall, Ben says this is a hype tournament and they will make sure it's going to be an unforgettable one. Let's go back to set 2.
Thank you, Alexis, for that report. Itong si Ben San Andres proving to be an inspiration. Only started playing volleyball in high school, but yun na nga, no, he can inspire a lot of younger players who want to achieve in the same level.
That's right. And with the way that he's playing, I'm sure that he has already inspired younger players out there.
Right now, it's Santa Rosa up by 2 points, 17 serving 15. Mangulabnan goes to San Andres. He is blocked.
That is a big block for Santa Rosa. And you can see how they cheered, no, na na-block nila tong si Ben. Kasi yes, San Andres has been a pain for Santa Rosa since first set. Hindi nila mahuli. Finally.
And that's what you were pointing out also a while ago, Ivy, na kailangan isarado talaga nila. Because San Andres can find, if he can find the slightest of openings, magagawa niya ng paraan. That time around, wasn't able to get a touch on that. And VNS will call for time. Let's listen into the huddle of Coach Ralph Ocampo.
Tapos sa laro ng kakasakin-sakin natin, kailangan maging consistent tayo sa galaw. Alam na natin yan eh. Reset natin sa yung base natin, yung antena, di ba? Gano'ng kataas. Tayo dapat sa mga bata. Nag-error lang tayo sa sarili natin eh. Go, kuha tayo puntos na. Kuha tayo puntos. Hindi, ginagawa natin yan, yung ganyan kalayo. Habulin na natin, wag natin pala pasilito.
Coach Ralph Ocampo giving some reminders to the players of VNS that they've been doing that in practice, no? Kaya nilang magawa ng paraan. But again, it's the service of Gabby Hernandez giving trouble to the execution of VNS.
That's right. You know, they are able to keep the ball up, but hindi kasi nila maidala ng derecho or na malapit to sa setter. So they're having lesser options now when it comes to their attack. So it's ang magiging option na lang is both wings. So nawawala na sa equation yung kanilang middle attacker.
And that's 5 straight points now for Santa Rosa. A while ago, we were at 15 all. Ish Polvorosa will be sent back in. Their starting setter will be tasked to lead this comeback here in set number 2 along with Montemayor. Hernandez to serve. Ish goes for the 1-2 play. Polvorosa with the attack. That is out. No, that's in.
That was inside. It made it to the corner. Ish was trying to put the matters into his own hands. So my attackers cannot convert the point, so let me do that for you. Let's take a look at that attack. It made it to the line.
Ish knew that's why he pointed when the linesman raised the flag. Dump doesn't work. Disquitado with a kill.
Disquitado is just on a roll here. He has been very aggressive with his attacks. The blockers so far of VNS not able to read him. And you can say very successful kasi clean yung atake. Wala man lang touch dun sa kamay ng blocker.
It's now a 5-point lead once again for Santa Rosa. 21-16. Kim Malabunga is also back in the game. They need his veteran smarts as they're down by 5 points. Just like that one. San Andres and Malabunga not allowing the attack of Disquitado to enter. Kanina ko pa sila hinahanap actually, and then Coach Ralph Ocampo realizing that they need to come back, sends in his veterans. Baldos back sets to Disquitado, and again shut out by VNS.
So I think the attack went in. Let's take a look at that again.
Oh, so that's a point.
Pumasok.
Okay.
Pumasok. The blockers of VNS just a bit too far from the net.
So back to a 5-point lead, but that serve of Labrador is out. So can VNS score consecutive points and tie this game up? Yun yung ginawa ng Santa Rosa in set number 1.
Over-receive, and that's not what you want to give to VNS. Several over-receives, lahat nagiging puntos ng VNS.
Regalo para kay Mendoza, and a timeout by Santa Rosa. Let's listen in.
Ikaw, spread out anak, spread out ang play natin ha. Tingnan natin, pag-iwa-hiwalay mo anak yung mga blocker para mas madaling makapalo yung mga spiker natin. Receive natin na maayos ha. Absorb lang, okay mo kadali. Pag magmadali. Kunin natin itong puntos na to. Kunin na to. Tatlo.
Mamadali tayo. Hands up, Rosa!
So Jade Disquitado is a man on a mission, or should I say a boy on a mission, because he's still just 18 years of age, already with 13 attacks in this game.
Very consistent, and the good thing about him, you know, he has a very high percentage of success rate. Oh, good reflex there.
This time blocked cleanly by the Griffins. And don't look now, it's just down to a 2-point lead. Santa Rosa trying to hold off itong run ng VNS. Malabunga still serving. Baldos back sets it. Disquitado will get the point.
Sharp cross-court angle by Disquitado. Not, you know, really making it very difficult para sa defense nitong Griffins.
23 serving 20. In a crucial time at set number 2. Can Santa Rosa get to set point? Not just yet. As Jade sends that to the net.
Well, they're still ahead here. They just need to make sure they do not commit any errors to give out the free points for the Griffins.
Kevin Montemayor will be tasked to do the service. 21-23. Baldos wants to go to their captain.
Oh, but there was a touch from the blockers, so the point goes to Santa Rosa. We were talking about earlier the efficiency of Disquitado. He has a 56% efficiency rate with his attack, so that's very high.
It's no surprise that they keep going to him. Captain Chris Hernandez got that point. Now they are at set point for this serve. Over received.
Oh, but the crossing violation now from the Griffins. Not the error you would like.
And the Santa Rosa City Lions take set number 2 against the VNS-ONE Alicia Griffins, 25
yun po, nakatulong din po sa pag-studies ko since naging responsible po ako. Yung reality po talaga yun, napakahirap. Yun po, nakatulong po siya sa mentally ko na, na harapin po siya ng hindi po natatakot gano'n, na hindi po uurungan.
Sobrang laki na natulong lalo na sa akin na nakapag-aral ako ng libre sa private. Gano'n. Tapos, kumikita din ako dahil sa volleyball.
My ultimate dream is to become champion in ASEAN Games. To be a champion in the upcoming ASEAN School Games po.
Ang ultimate goal ko po, mag-champion kami sa ASEAN this year.
And we are all rooting for the Santa Rosa City Lions as they represent the country in the ASEAN University Games. They take their first set here in the Spikers turf in that set 2 win against VNS Griffins, and the scoreline of 25-21. Let's take a look at the highlights of what happened there. What impressed you most dun sa set number 2 for Santa Rosa, Ivy?
I think, we've seen that they can defend, they can receive, they can block, but, the aggressiveness that they've shown in set number 2 was quite different from how it was in set number 1. And I think they had more steady receives also in set number 2. They did very well at the service line. So nagkaroon din ng konting that actually poses a challenge for the receivers of VNS, especially during the latter part of the set. That's why they're not able to maximize a lot of their attackers. But on the other hand, Santa Rosa, they maintain very consistent. And then we can see here, Santa Rosa City Lions, more attack points than a more experienced One Alicia team. 3 block points. And coming from a young team, that's actually very big numbers. Although both of them had 3 block points. And it's good that both of these teams still, somehow managed to keep the errors at bay. Pero yun nga, with a high caliber game like this, ito yung mga errors na talagang you would want to reduce and reduce as you go further into the game.
Just to be able to lessen those errors in each set will do a lot. That will spell the difference in this match. And the attacks you saw, nakarami dun yung Santa Rosa City Lions. They knew where to go. You talked about the efficiency of Jade Disquitado. Their middles were also activated at one point. And VNS wasn't able to make a comeback late in the second set. We are live once again here on One Sports for set number 3 of the match between Santa Rosa City Lions and the VNS-ONE Alicia Griffins. Dip Dipianco and Ivy Remulla calling this match. Polvorosa with a setup, and Doria will get the first point to open us up.
Perfect first ball here for the Griffins, and we'd like to see more of that, kasi ang daming options nitong VNS when it comes to their attackers, and we see that they also have this capability of executing combination play, although they're keeping it simple here in this game.
And you can feel that also their head coach, he wants to give playing time to the other players, para ma-experience sila playing against Santa Rosa.
And I think it's also one good thing kasi para, coming games, as we say, na very important lahat ng laro anybody he fields in, even at the most crucial moments, he knows that will be able to deliver. So yung chemistry nandun lang lagi anytime you insert somebody in.
That's right. That attack was outside, no touch, says the referee, and we are tied at 1-all. Setter Baldos will serve. Polvorosa sets up Montemayor, and that's a point.
Good hit from Montemayor. Blockers not able to stop that.
Well, let's see if VNS can have a better start.
Good first ball, combination play, one-hand block, but that goes outside.
Jade Disquitado, you heard him a while ago after set number 2 talk about his dream, his goal. And of course, they want to be able to win in the upcoming ASEAN University Games. And it's also nice to hear, kasi nga, it's not just that, being able to play volleyball and at the same time make a living out of it.
Yes. and then maganda rin yung narinig din natin that a lot of them are able to study because of volleyball. And yun yung din sana na, like something that the younger athletes would aspire for, not just because you get to earn money out of playing volleyball, but you also get to have good education out of volleyball.
That's why it wouldn't be a surprise if we see some of these faces in the college leagues, in the near future. A lot of recruitment and transfers will be happening with this type of talent ng Santa Rosa, the best of the best in Laguna.
Laguna pa lang ang pinag-uusapan natin sana. We still have other.
Ang daming probinsya sa Pilipinas. And for sure, a lot of talent as Montemayor apologizes for that facial, all in a good sportsmanship.
That was a good hit from Montemayor from the back row.
For serving 3 here in set number 3. Young Mendoza with that service error.
So VNS with 6 service errors already for this match, while Santa Rosa had 8. So these are good things to control kasi like we're saying in the service line, wala kang kalaban ikaw lang nandun So wala kang agaw ng bola sa'yo. You have your own momentum.
So you take your time also, di ba? Para hindi ka mabigla with your serve.
And then you can actually place your targets.
Make that 9 service errors for Santa Rosa after that one. Smart play para kay Gabby Hernandez. Just grazing it on the tips. Itong si Ish Polvorosa. So you would notice that in the men's volleyball, mabilis lang, not much rallies. But because balikan yung puntos natin, napapatagal din yung sets natin. Halos sa 1 point to 2 points na lamang ng bawat koponan.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about, when you watch men's volleyball, hindi ka pwedeng malingat ng saglit
Yeah.
Because of the rallies are very fast, the spikes are very fast, everything happens very fast.
Ish Polvorosa with a lot of accolades to his name, winning Best Setter awards when he was still with Ateneo, trying to help this VNS team get their best finish. That time around, Santa Rosa scores another one to tie this up at 6-all.
Effective middles that we have here for Santa Rosa. And again, the middle attackers of Santa Rosa are not the tallest as well.
Yung tallest player nila stands at 6'1", which is Dave Lardizabal. San Andres scores off the block.
He has this way of reading the hands of the blockers and finding a way, parang how to make sure that his attacks will touch the hands of the blockers.
So that's actually Lardizabal and Labrador standing at 6'1" for Santa Rosa. San Andres now serving. Just a bit too long for Ben San Andres.
Free point here for Santa Rosa.
Well, let's see if Santa Rosa can get us once again to the first technical timeout. It has happened in both sets a while ago. Polvorosa goes middle. Doria will take us to this break. VNS leads against Santa Rosa 8-7. We'll be back here on One Sports.
kung ano angat sa kanila. Sinabi ni Young na swerte siya sa open communication ng VNS where they play back their games, discuss all the specifics of their past errors in order to rectify and adjust for the next game. Truly, progress and the uptrend of their gameplays is the ultimate priority of VNS this season. Bumalik tayo sa mga salpakan ng palo this set 3.
Thank you, Alexis, for that report. Well, meron ding teen dito sa VNS in Young Mendoza. The youngest player here for the Griffins, Kim Malabunga, will head to the bench. Looks to be hobbling a bit, holding on to his right ankle. Not sure what happened there.
But that could hurt, you know, the Griffins if he's not able to get back into the game.
We'll get an update later on. But back to the game we go first. Young Mendoza is rejected. Goes up once again, second try. Kept up again by Santa Rosa.
Oh, that was a good pickup from Ish Polvorosa. Unfortunately, a net violation error was committed on the side of the Griffins.
And Santa Rosa, with a 1-point lead, they can take advantage, especially with the big middle blocker of VNS on the sidelines. Polvorosa had to set it up with one hand. Medyo nahirapan na dun si Mendoza. Was a bit crowded in that area.
But that was a good one-hand set from Polvorosa.
So Santa Rosa City Lions building on this lead, looking to extend this further, 10 serving 8. But they give up a service error. Montemayor will head to the service line for the Griffins. Baldos, double quick. Mendoza again. Easy pickings para kay Espanso. Disquitado. Nakuha yan ni San Andres. Montemayor from the back row. That is out.
VNS, they're able to make opportunities to attack. However, yung success ng attack, yun naman, and that's what's in question right now. And it's not that they're not, you know, it's yung ano lang eh, just really have to make sure that they put the attacks in, avoid the errors. No combination.
And Oliver will get that point. Nagawan ng paraan itong VNS Griffins.
You can see Ish is trying to be very creative here already.
Yung first ball na hindi pa ganun kalinis going to him, so he has to do something to give up a good set. Hernandez sent back. They go to the opposite, and Chris Hernandez will get that one to drop.
So we can see here that the Griffins are having a hard time defending the attacks of Santa Rosa. And you know, their attack so far also in this side of Griffins and not very high efficiency overall as we start here in the set.
Captain Chris Hernandez serving. Polvorosa. Naiangat ni Hernandez to the other Hernandez, and Gabby puts it away.
Very intense Santa Rosa team we're seeing right now, and they are definitely on a roll. Body language of the Griffins are very much different than how it was, you know, in the start of the previous sets.
And I'm sure, Ivy, you would know this. Na if you get a set against your opponent, that will do a lot. No?
Oh, yes.
Kasi may isip mo, okay, we can do this. We can handle a team like VNS.
And I think, you know, kasi dito para sa Santa Rosa, they're coming into this tournament, they know they have nothing to lose. So they're just playing it, or they're all out kasi nga this is part of their preparation.
Oh. Tsaka siguro mas may pressure to kailan kaya natin makuha yung first set natin. And finally, nakuha nila kanina. So now they're playing with a lot of confidence.
That was a good set there from Baldos.
And another point from Gabby Hernandez. All right, now just clarifying something.
Oh, there's a yellow card that will be given to Santa Rosa. I think too much excitement on the success that they're having right now.
Hey, you can't help it again. We've all been in that age group, diba? Na talagang you're so excited, you're hyped.
And you're going up against a strong team. You know, some of the players they're playing up against right now, idols nila.
Tama, exactly. And VNS will call for time. Let's listen into their huddle.
Hindi na pwede kayo mananahimik tayo, kailangan natin ng gana eh. Nangyayari para tayo nare-restrict eh. Hindi na tayo nagbabasa eh. Kailangan natin ma-enjoy yung ginagawa natin eh. Kuha tayo isa punto sa isa-isa lang. Kaya natin tataban natin, kaya natin smile out yan. Tiwala lang tayo sa sarili natin, ha? Go lang, kaya mo? Kaya. Go, tara! Go tayo! Go!
We heard that huddle para sa VNS-ONE Alicia Griffins, who are down by 4 points against a very hyped, energetic Santa Rosa City Lions.
And they like the challenge that Coach Ralph has posed into his team, you know. And you know, I think he also noticed that the change in the atmosphere inside dun sa side of the court ng mga Griffins.
This is a crucial time in the set because this is the biggest lead so far of Santa Rosa in set number 3. But that timeout again ices out the server for Santa Rosa. And that breaks their momentum. Sean Oliver will now serve for the Griffins. 11-14 here in set number 3. Easy pickings here for VNS. Ish sets up San Andres. Baldos opens up. Dory had a touch on that. Ish with a dump. Balik dito sa VNS ang bola. San Andres. That didn't go over. And point will go to Santa Rosa.
Very rare times that we see San Andres commit an error in the attack. Was trying to go cross court. Medyo mababa lang ng konti ang contact sa bola.
Lardizabal serving a bit close to the net.
Oh, that was a good set.
Nobody there to rebound that one para sa VNS, and we reach the second technical timeout. 16-11 in favor of Santa Rosa. Back here on One Sports, and we get this update mula kay Alexis Tinsay.
Kim Malabunga, middle blocker of VNS-ONE Alicia, unfortunately had a similar incident to Ike Barilea of Santa Rosa, given that a player from the other team stepped under the net and Kim accidentally tripped over his foot, now suffering a mild sprain. He is currently resting on the benches as he's experiencing pain, but is also currently being iced by the physical therapist. Unfortunately, he would have to sit out the remaining sets this evening and rest for the time being. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Alexis, for that report. And Kim Malabunga will have to rest as he stepped on one of the players ng Santa Rosa. Pero tumatawa naman siya, no? So that's a good sign for Kim Malabunga.
But I'm sure he feels bad that he has to sit this game out.
Oo. I'm sure he wants to help his team. Balik sa VNS ang bola. Montemayor winds up and puts it away.
That was a good kill from Montemayor. And good distribution of ball we're seeing here from Polvorosa. He's really trying to make all the defenders of Santa Rosa move around.
VNS down by 3 points. Ish Polvorosa with 7 excellent sets so far. Good serve there. Hernandez. Cruz able to keep it alive. And it's back now with Santa Rosa. Combination play does not work as Doria denies that one.
Good defense at the net. And this is what the VNS needs more of. No more blocking defense. Kasi pa rin yung effect ng block it really can distort the attackers. It can change the energy level of the attackers. You know, the more frustrated you make your attackers kasi yun talagang more prone to errors.
Para mapapadalawang isip ka na, where you will target the ball because the blockers are present. And that's what's happening right now. VNS is just down by 1 point.
Iwasan natin yung mga ganon. Iwasan natin. Di ba hindi katanggap-tanggap yun, anak? 5. Tinan nyo, 5. Ang error natin sa service. Hindi katanggap-tanggap yun. Tara! Ang gagawin natin? Recover na agad. Dire-diretso tayo ngayon. Go! Save! Rosa! Save! Kunin natin momentum.
You heard it from Coach Edward Lirio that the service errors for Santa Rosa are just too much here in set number 3. It's killing their chances of taking a 2-1 advantage in this match.
And he finds that definitely not acceptable. And let's see how the team will respond while Ish Polvorosa getting ready to serve for the Griffins. Serve is good. Not the strongest of serves, but if you notice, it gives makes the first ball quite difficult also for Santa Rosa.
Good answer after that timeout by the Santa Rosa City Lions.
You gotta love the energy level of this young team. Meanwhile, it's been pretty quiet naman dito sa other side of the court.
Pero siguro meron ng meter tong Santa Rosa na tinitignan kasi pag lumagpas sila, baka hindi lang yellow card ang makuha nila.
Oh, good block there. Good set from Polvorosa. Denied once again, but that went outside. But we have to commend the blocking of the young team right here. Very well read.
San Andres heads to the service line. Down by 1 point, 16, serving 17.
Full front here for VNS. Good serve.
Baldos opens up. Disquetado was checked there. Polvorosa, inangat. Montemayor unable to get a clean hit. Santa Rosa slowly grinding it out. I think the officials are clarifying, but yes, it will be a point for Santa Rosa. Jason Baldos, the man on your screens, has been performing well, setting up his teammates in this game.
And I think, you know, the connection he also has with his teammates, parang he's able to give them the kind of sets that they want.
Baldos with the underhand set, joust at the net.
And
somebody touched it from the red shirts.
VNS.
See this one again, Baldos, underhand set, kay Disquitado. Look at Jado go up there.
Ang hang time, eh, no?
Sobrang haba rin, natamaan na niya yung net.
Oh, perfectly executed quick attack. You just gotta love how Baldos is able to activate his middles.
And Sean Labrador gets that point. See this one again. Good first ball. And then Labrador does the rest. He will now troop to the service line. And you mentioned a while ago na they're playing against their idols. Itong si Sean Labrador. He even listed one of his idols na si Kim Malabunga actually. So kalaro niya yan mismo in this game. So definitely motivated.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely inspired him to play.
Sabi niya, Kuya Kim, ako muna ang gagawa.
Siyempre, papakitang gilas ka sa idol mo, diba?
Montemayor will retake that one. Binawi niya yung attack error niya a while ago. He's down by 1 point, 18-19. Disquitado goes up and down it goes.
You know, when he attacks, you would not think it's coming from an 18-year-old. The height of the attack, the angles that he chooses, yung take-off pa lang niya eh.
Also has the perfect height to go up there. Standing 6 flat. I'm not sure if tatangkad pa yan si Jay Disquitado. Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. It's just 18.
Jeremy Merritt will get that point. Young Mendoza will check in. See this one again. The setup by Ish Polvorosa to Merritt, and VNS once again cuts the lead down to a single point. Their captain is denied. Disquitado sets up Gabby Hernandez. Ish, underhand set, San Andres. Popped up. Ooh! And that turns into a point for Santa Rosa.
A lucky break there for Santa Rosa. That was actually a very good attack there from VNS. Let's take a look at that again.
Napaganda pa.
Oh.
Look at that one. And Montemayor was not ready to pick that one up. Oh, that is way out.
Lucky break for VNS.
And again, we're at the 20-point mark. Na sobrang dikit ng laban. You don't know which team will get the set win.
And it's the 20-point mark that's actually the most crucial,
yeah.
You know? So, kaya karamihan, when in training, yan yung mga pinapractice nila eh. Your opponents are ahead, you're in the 20s already, your opponents are ahead. So how will you catch up? Kapit.
Gabby Hernandez continues to score for Santa Rosa.
VNS is actually struggling with their defense. I mean, Santa Rosa has been very consistent with their attacks, but they have been attacking the same way since set number 1 and set number 2. It's just that VNS is crumbling with their defense.
Di pa nila mabasa masyado,
I mean, the block is not there, the floor defense, they're not able to read the attacks.
And another point for the Lions. And they continue to growl and celebrate each point. And head coach Ralph Ocampo will call for another time. Let's listen in.
Yung pagod na kayo, ito yun. Ulitin natin yung restart. Kaya nyo habulin yan, di ba? Kapon nagawa nyo, kapon yung kalaban nyo, yung second 6. Simulan natin sa receive, pasa, palo, cover. Tapos pag napatay natin, focus tayo sa block depensa naman. Para mahabol natin 20 tayo. Hindi nyo nababasa yung mga kalaban nyo eh. Yung isa, puro pa check ball. Hindi nyo iniisip kanina pa. Puro ganon.
Puro saan man lang yung talo.
Go tayo, basa tayo. Go. Okay lang yan.
And to your point, Ivy, exactly what we talked about, that VNS unable to read the attacks of Santa Rosa. Yun yung gustong i-reiterate ni Coach Ralph Ocampo. Puro check daw yung binibigay nila.
Right. I mean, that last attack wasn't the strongest, you know. So, and the attacker was obviously out of position. So, wala naman siya na talagang ibang option but just to put the ball through.
Ish Polvorosa urging his teammates to come alive here. Our first referee discussing with the captain of Santa Rosa.
Oh, I think the referees are saying that every time they celebrate the point, not to go outside of the court.
Okay.
Kasi parang yun yung nagiging nila eh, huddle area nila towards the end line. So,
Isip ko nga, di ba parang mas bawas energy pa yun for them? Mas nakakailang meters dagdag yung takbo nila eh.
marami silang energy eh. Bata eh.
May steps silang
Oo,
quota
eh.
na hinahabol.
Di lang 10,000 yata sa kanila.
Dave Lardizabal will get that service error. The VNS, given the chances here, a total of 15 service errors already for Santa Rosa. Baldos goes quick, that drops in. May kasama pang net violation.
Oh. And again, the success rate of the middle attackers of Santa Rosa, very high success. Meanwhile, yun yung medyo tahimik naman on the side of VNS. Not so much attacks being given to the middle attackers.
And the Santa Rosa City Lions now are at set point. Hindi ko nang nakita yung celebration nila kung umabot pa sila sa dulo.
Oh, good receive there.
Polvorosa back sets to San Andres and they get a point.
That's a perfectly executed play from VNS. Perfect setup from Ish.
The Ish knew where to go. Ben San Andres has been waiting there on the wing. All important serve.
Good serve. Also perfect
Baldos
pass.
with a quick, and they finish set number 3. The Santa Rosa City Lions surprising VNS as they take a 2-1 advantage here in this match. Take a look at this once again. Baldos to the middle and the finish for the Lions. And we will take a break. We'll be back with
Malaki po yung naitulong ng volleyball sa akin kasi po dahil po sa volleyball nakakapag-aral pa ako ng libre. Tapos ayun po nakilala na rin po ako. Tapos nai-invite po kami kung saan-saan maglaro. For example po sa Mindanao, sa Visayas.
Kailangan mo munang maghirap para maging worth it sa dulo, ganun po.
Minold niya po ako as better person.
May kita mo yung passion and yung enjoy when it comes to playing the sport.
Ma-line up po sa national team natin sa Pilipinas.
Magamit ko pa yung paglalaro ko sa volleyball na makapagtapos po ako ng pag-aaral, maging successful at magtuloy-tuloy po na makapaglaro pa ako sa Pro League.
Makapaglaro pa din po ng commercial or pro after college. Siguro yun po. Yung makatulong ko sa pamilya ko.
To bag a gold medal for the Philippines eventually.
And there we have it. Santa Rosa City Lions stealing set number 3, 25-22. It was a tight third set, but Santa Rosa keeping the momentum all throughout. And it was a good start, very close start at the beginning of the set. Santa Rosa, but they managed to keep the energy all throughout. VNS has given them also, several rallies, a scare. Pero I think the advantage really at this set number 3 is how this young team was able to maintain their composure, maintain the momentum, and taking advantage of the fact that VNS is having a difficulty trying to defend their attacks.
Tsaka sa sobrang dami ng energy nga, napagsabihan sila.
Na yellow card tuloy sila.
But it's working to their advantage. Talking about the Santa Rosa City Lions, and right now we see the numbers of what happened in set number 3.
Yes, and we were saying it has been a very close game, but at Santa Rosa with only 2 more attack points than VNS. They all both had just 1 block point each. The errors actually, this is quite interesting because VNS committed one more error than Santa Rosa. But I think something that you cannot see here in the numbers is how what the attacks of Santa Rosa has really made it very difficult para sa defense ng VNS. They're not able to block. They were not able to defend the floor. The middles again of Santa Rosa has been very effective, especially in set number 3.
And they get the first point here in set number 4. As we welcome you back here on One Sports for this coverage of 2022 Spikers Turf Open Conference. Dip Dipianco and Ivy Remulla calling this match. And Santa Rosa with all the momentum right now, starting off with a 2-0 lead.
Disquitado, top scorer for Santa Rosa, now with 16 points. Chris Hernandez with 12, Labrador with 7, and Baldos with 5 for VNS. San Andres is the lone double-digit scorer with 10. Doria follows with 7, Mendoza with 5, and Montemayor with 6.
And San Andres needs more help from his teammates here in this game. Nung game against Ateneo, marami siyang katulong noon. But this time around, nahihirapan din. And Atena pa, hindi na maandun ni San Andres. Ish. Off speed for Montemayor does not work. Sa kabilang banda, that one drops para kay Disquitado.
Disquitado has been reading the defense of VNS very well. Makikita niya yung mga butas eh. Same speed in his approach, and in mid-air decides to drop the ball, seeing that very open hole in the defense of VNS.
Change in setters here for VNS. It will be Jan Mangolabnan that will distribute the ball for them, hoping that they could rack up some points and possibly extend it to a set 5, which they've already experienced in the tournament early on. Sa opening day pa lang natin, nagkaroon na tayo ng 5-setter between VNS and Ateneo.
Oh, over-receive, and again, you would not want to have that going up against VNS.
Nakakadalawang regalo na tong si Yong Mendoza. VNS down by 2 points. Combination play. Popped up there by San Andres. Montemayor. Picked up there by Espanso. But that's another point for Santa Rosa. Lardizabal is back. And so, clearly, no, nakikita ko na, okay, hanggang doon na lamang sila.
Oo, hindi na sila
Hindi na sila malabas. Making sure that they won't get another card.
Kaya sila lumalabas para walang makakarinig ko. Yung next na game plan nila para sure na hindi naririnig ng kalaban.
So, sobrang lakas din ng energy. Naririnig natin yung sigawan nila eh. Doria will get a point for VNS. He will head to the service line. So this is a very young lineup right now as well for the Griffins. Oh, that is right inside.
That makes it to the line. And another strong hit as well. You can hear the sound ng kanyang palo. Talagang vibrate dito sa buong venue.
Bisquetado with a serve. Mangulabnan.
pass.
Ooh. Not the cleanest of sets there. Cruz upset. Montemayor. Again, Espanso was right there. And then the finish for Lardizabal.
Comfortable lead we have here for Santa Rosa. This is that last attack. Again, the middles of Santa Rosa being activated very well.
Now a 4-point lead for the Lions. Baldos goes open. Dug up by Mangulabnan. They go back to Gabby. And that time around, the attack of Hernandez is out. Sub coming in for VNS, that's Morse Gavan entering the game. Nagbabalasan na ito si Coach Ralph Ocampo even more here as he tries to find the right mix that will keep up with the Santa Rosa team.
That has been the weakness of the defense of VNS, yung drop ball. Same area, several points already scored in that area.
The variation of attacks, this time Gabby Hernandez going for the drop balls. And we reach the first technical timeout. Back inside the Paco Arena, and let's get more updates on the sidelines mula kay Alexis Tinsay.
Discussing the yellow card given to the Santa Rosa City Lions last set, Sean Labrador shared to me a while ago that given the age bracket of his team, their coach assigned him to be one of the leaders in the team, ensuring discipline and maturity when it comes to the behavior of the players. Sean mentioned na hindi maiwasan yung gulit dahil sa bugso ng energy na kanyang teammates kapag sila'y umaapoy sa court. Pero sinisigurado niyang napapagsabihan sila na may oras mag-celebrate at may oras maging seryoso. More than that, Sean also appreciates how the Spikers turf will be molded into a training ground for growth for the Santa Rosa boys to become professional veterans in the future. Let's get back to set 4.
Thank you, Alexis, for that report. I like the word she used yun, no, sa report na yun, umaapoy. And rightfully so, that's how they've been playing this entire game, itong Santa Rosa.
They really have been playing on fire as if, you know, that first game loss, talagang gusto nilang bumawi.
Montemayor, good dig para kay Espanso. Mangulabnan had to send that over. Baldos with a setup.
That was a very good set from Baldos. And again, the connection that he has with his middle attackers, nothing fancy, pero very efficient.
Early timeout called by VNS. Let's listen in.
Natin, walang bumablock dun sa gitna. Hindi pwedeng paulit-ulit tayo. Hindi ka bumablock sa gitna. Paulit-ulit tayo eh. Parati cross-court open. Gaganon lang nung gitna. Wala bumablock eh. Matatapos to kung hindi nyo gagawin ng maayos yung blocking natin. Hindi kayo magko-commit sa blocking natin. Paulit-ulit lang yan nangyayari. Ulit tayo sa gitna.
And blocking has been the weakness so far of VNS in this game against Santa Rosa, Ivy.
That's right. The middles again have been a threat. The middles of Santa Rosa has been a threat for VNS, and yun yung hindi pa nila mahanapan ng solusyon. A lot of points already by the middle attackers from the red side.
San Andres from the back row. Still a 5-point lead though for Santa Rosa.
Oh, but San Andres is already at the front line now.
You mentioned the only Griffin to be in double-digit scoring para sa kanilang koponan. Ooh. And a short serve para kay Mendoza. Dave Lardizabal, who had that good attack a while ago, will now serve 11-5, and another service error this time from Santa Rosa.
But at this point, of course, it's very important that either of these squads make sure that they put in the services. You wouldn't want to give your opponent a free point from a service error.
6 serving 11. Baldos back sets it. Good dig there by Mendoza. San Andres will get the point. And that's something that they could take advantage of right now that he's at the front.
That's right, but again, we also have to give credit for the good defense on the side of VNS here.
Hindi pa rin nakaka-clean attack. Nakaka-touch itong Santa Rosa eh.
I think that's the difference then also, no? Kasi Santa Rosa somehow, they managed to read the attacks of VNS, pero si VNS, hirap basahin yung atake ng Santa Rosa.
So VNS arguing that there was not a touch on that attack, but the linesman said there was, so they're discussing it right now. And VNS needs all the points that they can get as they're playing catch-up here. So that will be a point for Santa Rosa. Well, that's big as they try to pull away here in the fourth set rather. Look at the numbers mula kay Gabby Hernandez. 13 points across the board. And San Andres gets that one.
Good hit from San Andres.
See this one again. Clearly avoiding the blockers this time around. Mangulabnan. His serve is way too long.
You know, these errors on the side of VNS giving more momentum and energy naman on the side of Santa Rosa.
Yep.
So again, it's more than just giving away the point. Yung energy na binibigay mo, tsaka yung boost of confidence, that makes a difference.
VNS gets another point from San Andres, who has been carrying the load for the Griffins, but right now he will shoot to the service line.
Well, if he can score some points off the service line, definitely that will be needed by the team.
Yep.
Oh, but that was a good first ball.
Espanzo has been steady at the back. will get that point. But the Griffins are starting to make a run. A mini run here. Down by 3 points. Ben San Andres heading into this game as the number 4 scorer in the tournament so far. But Santa Rosa answers right back. Sean Labrador will now serve 14-10. Just 18 years of age, one of the oldest in this team. Montemayor with a wind-up, but rejected. A solid block there.
Montemayor actually had a lot of areas to go around with because yung middle blocker medyo malayo kay Disquitador, but maybe not a lot of, he wasn't able to see that right away. Very obvious error over there, net violation.
And Santa Rosa leads us to the second technical timeout. They're up by 6 points against VNS. Big boys here in the Spikers turf.
Oh yes, definitely. And again, a lot of promise here for this young team. Probably first game jitters lang for them.
But they have found their groove. Finally got their first set a while ago. And VNS are playing catch up here. Oh, that's a free point given up to them. We heard a while ago, during the break, huddle dito ng Santa Rosa, Coach Edward Lirio, saying that they're near the finish line already for their first win here in the tournament. So let's see if they can close this one out. Oh, what a save there. Mula kay Espanso. Mendoza goes up and down it goes. And a bit of a stare down there by Young Mendoza. Serving 16. Baldos overset. Ish goes back to Young. Kept alive there. It will be a point para sa VNS. It's a violation called on Santa Rosa. And you can hear it now from the bench of VNS trying to get their energy back. But not so fast, says Dave Lardizabal. Lead is back up to 4 points for Santa Rosa. Mendoza goes up, and off the block he goes. So slowly, umahabol ulit yung VNS, just down by 3 points. Baldos goes open. Cruz was there. Polvorosa, binalik kay Yong. Easy pickings for Disquetado. The captain.
Oh, ball still alive, but it's a free ball.
Ish with a nice play. And that's the right time for Polvorosa to pull something off his sleeve. Timeout called by Santa Rosa. Let's listen in.
Umatay tayo na maayos, ha? Anong gagawin? Mag-receive, mag-set. Sino spiker mo? O, tatlo yan. Spread out. Kuha. Pag binigay sa inyo, spiker, gawa ng paraan. Diba? Yun na yun eh. Diba? Yun yung masasabi ko talagang magaling kayo. Para yung mga bola.
So the lead is down to just 2 points. Itong VNS nakabalik sa laro after trailing early here in set number 4. This is where the maturity will be tested for Santa Rosa because they were up big a while ago. But the question is, can they close out as a young team?
That's right. There was a challenge posed by Coach Edward to Baldos and how he's going to maximize his attackers at the front.
The drop ball, making it hard for VNS to read the offense of Santa Rosa. And Jay Disquetado knows exactly where the camera is. He's not shy.
That or nag-usap talaga sila ng cameraman.
Maganda rin yan. At 18 na pa-practice ka na, diba? Para pagdating ng mga interviews,
sanay na siya.
I'm sure he's gonna get a lot of that in the future. Pedrosa will enter the game at a crucial time for VNS, down by 2 points. Can he deliver big serves?
That's right. And he definitely needs to put this one in, regardless of whether it's an ace or not.
Over-received. San Andres able to take advantage, and now the lead is down to 1.
That miscommunication on who's going to save the ball has given VNS another point.
Holding on are the VNS Griffins. Good short serve. Baldos opens up. Hernandez is denied.
Excellent blocking here from VNS, and that is what has been missing, in sets 2 and 3. You can see how the effect of that block has, yung na-create na effect niyan dito sa Santa Rosa. They were really quiet.
Yun yung paulit-ulit na sinasabi ni Coach Ralph Ocampo a while ago. If hindi kayo magbablock, walang mangyayari sa atin. But right now, it's present. They're showing up here. And they've got a total of 6 block points and a chance for VNS to take the lead. San Andres goes up. That's out.
They're calling for a touch, but the point is awarded to Santa Rosa, so that means they maintain the lead.
And Santa Rosa holding on to this slim advantage, hoping to get their first win here in the Spikers turf. The rookies of the league, they want to make noise. They've already made noise with those 2 set wins. But they want to get that on their win column. Polvorosa, inangat kay San Andres, babawi. No, sent back. Ish. Back to Ben. That is short. Naubusan si San Andres.
Well, that is quite difficult also for San Andres. Very high ball. He was not in the right position.
And timeout will be called by VNS. Let's listen in.
Pag mga break ball, tapos medyo nailang-alangan tayo, ipasok natin lagay, tapos kumuha tayo ng block. Kaysa yung wala tayong laban. Ha? Go lang tayo. Maganda receive lang tayo. Tara. Go tayo.
Sige, tsaga. Hey, VNS!
Right now, VNS down by 2 points against the Santa Rosa City Lions. What did you see were the adjustments of VNS here in set number 4, Ivy? Kung bakit sila dumikit with the Santa Rosa City Lions?
Well, for one, at some point here in this set, they managed to have more successful attacks. Their defense has improved, although hindi pa rin nila nabibigyan ng solusyon yung mga drop shots nito ang Santa Rosa eh. But they managed to be more successful in their attacks, and yun nga, yung pasulpot-sulpot na block, that has actually helped them eh. It somehow breaks the momentum temporarily of Santa Rosa.
I like the word temporarily kasi ang bilis na makabalik eh.
Ang bilis nilang bumalik eh. They're able to recover right away eh. Plus yun nga, the string of errors also syempre on the side of Santa Rosa has helped din syempre VNS.
Right. And it looks like Santa Rosa doesn't get disheartened at all.
Bangon ka.
Just like that one. Sean Labrador gets the 2-point lead for Santa Rosa.
And again, you really like how Baldos is able to activate his middle attackers.
Yep.
And although it has been pointed out already by Coach Ralph several times, you need to block the middles. Somehow, hindi mabasa ng VNS ang middles nitong Santa Rosa. A good reflex from Ish.
San Andres sent back. Ish will pop it up once again to Ben. Picked up by Hernandez. Baldos will give it to Disquitado. And that is out.
Too much energy on that hit by Disquitado.
And again, it's the score. Parang ilang beses ko na nakita yung scoreline na to this game. 20-21. I believe in all sets, they've reached the 20-point mark. Ooh. That was a battle at the net.
Yes, the setter. He still has a hand at that. That was the call of the referee. Isasetin pa niya yung bola, pero pinalo na.
Not so sure about that one because of the trajectory of the ball.
Let's take a look at that once again. So there's... okay, nauna kasi yung kamay. Naunang kamay ni Baldos actually with the ball. So he's seeing that sineset pa rin niya. Although it seemed like the ball was already at the other side of the net.
Yeah.
So.
And if ang last touch naman na pinagbabasihan,
Yes, that's
there you
right.
go.
It should have been VNS's ball.
Yep. Because yung trajectory, pinalo ni Montemayor off the hands of Baldos.
And yun nga, the ball was already on the other side of the court over the net.
And the score right now is 21-all in set number 4. Ish Polvorosa huddling up his team. Trying to put up a stand here in set number 4 and extend this to a 5th set. Can they take the lead? Ish with a serve. Baldos opens up. And Disquitado gets one in. (22) serving 21. Bit close to the net, pero nagawa ng paraan. Net violation on the part of Santa Rosa.
That error could be a costly error on the side of Santa Rosa unless, they can still manage to recover this and convert this into a point.
Right. Otherwise, it would have been a big difference. Kung yung score naging 23-21, the complexion of this set would have been a lot different. But right now, we are tied at 22-all. San Andres will be at the back row. And an ace para kay Ben San Andres.
That is a big serve from San Andres. A much-needed point for VNS.
And they take the lead. Timeout called by Santa Rosa. Let's listen in.
Atak naman tayo sa laro, boys. Tara na, bibitawan. Huwag lang bibitawan, huwag lang kayo magpakahirap.
One last push, boy.
Boys, alam nyo na yung gagawin. Decision nyo na. Baldos, team mo yan. Mag-decide ka. Di ba? Team na sa atin ito, pre.
Go tayo, ha? Tara! Wala kayo, Roy! Hands up, Santa Rosa!
Timeout called there by Coach Edward Lirio. And again, we mentioned this, Ivy. Dito talaga matetest yung character ng Santa Rosa. A young team filled with 16 to 18-year-olds facing a relatively more veteran team in VNS. Can they put up a stand and close this one out? But right now, they're trailing by 1 point. San Andres coming off an ace. This time, nakuha na yan ng Santa Rosa. And they score off the block.
That, and there's also a net violation error on the side of VNS.
Oh, okay.
Also over at the timeout just before that sequence, Coach Edward was actually putting a lot of responsibility on Baldos, saying that Baldos team mo yan. So a lot of weight on the shoulders of the setter here and how he would be able to orchestrate the much-needed last few points here in this set to close the match.
Hold on to your seats, folks. It's 23 all right now. Mendoza with a kill. And VNS now at set point.
Good attack from Mendoza, really reaching up high over the blockers. Let's take a look at that replay. None of the blockers had handed that. Ganun kataas ang kontak sa bola.
All-important serve para kay Chris Doria. Baldos, who will he go to? Of course, Disquitado. They break the block.
And I believe that also touched the antenna on its way back.
And we are going to an extended set number 4. It's 24 all. What a match we've had so far, Ivy.
Very exciting. And I think, we never expected less anyway,
We knew that Santa Rosa was going to fight. They're not just here to gain experience, they're here to win. VNS wants to get their second win, though. Montemayor tried to go off the touch of the blockers, but it was too wide for Montemayor. And Santa Rosa City Lions are at match point.
Very important serve here for Disquitado.
Jade Disquitado with this big serve. Polvorosa sets up Montemayor off the block. Espanza was there. Baldos goes to Hernandez. But that is out. Not just yet.
So the boys are still having fun. We're tied 25 all.
Alam mo, they're having fun, pero tayo, pinapakaba nila tayo dito, Ivy.
Well, not just us. I'm sure everybody's watching. But this is that attack that goes outside.
Baldos went to the middle kay Lardizabal and nobody there for VNS.
Such a smart attack from Lardizabal. Let's take a look at that quick hit. Going to the side, not at the strongest. He knew he had 3 blockers in front of him. He had to look for that angle.
The captain, Chris Hernandez, at the service line. They're at match point once again. Polvorosa goes to Mendoza, and he puts it away.
Not just yet, says Mendoza, who has been performing very well now for VNS in the last stretch.
He has been delivering the goods para sa VNS when they need a second score behind Ben San Andres. Mendoza has come up to that spot. The 17-year-old young Mendoza now serving. They open up.
Oh yes, but there was a touch from the blockers, and Ish was admitting to it.
And Santa Rosa on their third match point. Lardizabal with the serve, 27-26. Can they get their first win? Or will VNS extend to a fifth set? Polvorosa ups it. San Andres is denied, and the block is out.
VNS still in the game. We're tied 27.
Extension after extension.
That's right. I wonder if this would reach 30.
Hindi malayong mangyari yan, Ivy, with how this game is going. The fans, the viewers are being treated to a showdown. Baldos back sets it. Gabby Hernandez.
Are there no call? That was outside, so let's just see if there's any violation called up at the front. But that hit was outside.
You know, at this point of the game, they will have to discuss each point because napaka-importante. So we saw the linesman say that it was out at first, pero titignan natin yung final call dito. And yes, it will be a point for the Griffins. Medyo nakahinga ng unti. Ito si Coach Ralph Ocampo. 28, serving 27. Morse Gavan's turn to try and come up with a good serve. Baldos back sets it. Hernandez. Chance here for VNS. Ish to San Andres. Yes! No! No!
There was no call by the linesman. It seemed outside from our angle, but it's hard to tell.
Oh boy, oh boy. Both teams asking our referee to give them the point.
It's quite difficult to see from our side kasi natatakpan nung bola yung linya, so really can't see.
Both teams begging for that point. But you know what? The referee says, let's give another extension at 28 all.
Nag-e-enjoy kami dito eh. Tuloy pa natin to.
Maaga pa naman daw kasi.
Para sulit naman yung pagpunta natin dito on a rainy
tama,
weekend.
tama.
Diba?
Ooh, caused the error para kay Gabby Hernandez, who had 3 service aces in one set a while ago.
Then, like we say, high risk, high rewards, but they still have a chance, you know, to redeem themselves with another point if they score a side out here.
And they answer your question, Ivy. Abot tayo sa 30 points.
May chance.
Baldos. Ooh! And Disquetado sends that out. And we are going to a set 5. VNS completes the comeback here in set number 4 in an extended fashion, 30-28. And we will delay this a bit longer.
Yun po, nakatulong din po sa pag-studies ko since naging responsible po ako. Yung reality po talaga yun, napakahirap. Yun po, nakatulong po siya sa mentally ko na, na harapin po siya ng hindi po natatakot gano'n, na hindi po uurungan.
Sobrang laki na natulong lalo na sa akin na nakapag-aral ako ng libre sa private. Gano'n. Tapos, din, kumikita din ako dahil sa volleyball.
My ultimate dream is to become champion in ASEAN Games. To be a champion in the upcoming ASEAN School Games po.
Ang ultimate goal ko po, mag-champion kami sa ASEAN this year.
Boy, we needed that breather, even if it was just a short one here inside the Paco Arena as we continue to bring you the 2022 Spikers Turf Open Conference here on One Sports. And we are going to another set 5, including the VNS team that already had one on opening day. Let's take a look at the highlights in set number 4, Ivy. Nauna dun yung Santa Rosa City Lions. Pero tinrabaho itong VNS. They made adjustments towards the end and kumapit sila, eventually got that win.
And there you can see really, how maturity plays a very big role in very close matches like this. Santa Rosa more or less had the lead in the most part of the set number 4. Pero yung crucial, pagdating natin doon sa point ng point 20, that's where VNS really showed how they can, their grit, paano sila kumakapit. And of course, the consistency of the attacks, especially yung crucial stage na yun, that's what VNS was able to bring in. And here we can see the numbers. Santa Rosa still had one more attack point as of against VNS. Both had just one block point each. So VNS scored one service error. Pero dito sa fourth set, what really mattered were the errors.
Yeah.
So, nakita natin how close it was, right? But yun nga, lalo na yung last 2 errors na kinumit nitong side ng Santa Rosa, that has been really, what gave away that set.
Right, and now it all sums up to this set number 5 between Santa Rosa City Lions and the VNS-ONE Alicia Griffins. Here on One Sports, Dip Dipiaco and Ivy Remulla calling this exciting match on a Saturday night. And this is a treat for all the fans of volleyball. Men's volleyball at its finest. Cruz will pop it up to San Andres. No touch given, that is out. So a while ago, just a recap of what happened if you just tuned in. First set went here to VNS and then nakakuha ng 2 straight sets to yung Santa Rosa. And then now VNS once again getting one back to tie the series up. And also Kim Malabunga, if you didn't see, stepped on a player of Santa Rosa kanina. That's why he's not on the floor.
Oh, spikes that straight into the net. Disquitado. So this point goes to VNS.
So this is going to be a quick one, Ivy. Up to 15 lang
Right.
tayo unless
Gusto nilang paabutin ng 25.
pwede rin naman. I mean,
26 pala, magiging 26.
we've been there, done that a while ago. Baldos. Pancake save by Cruz. Chance here for Santa Rosa and Disquitado with a clean attack and the kill.
Excellently executed attack from Disquitado.
Gusto niyang bawiin yung crucial na last point na nangyari in set 4. Medyo nanggigil na siya dun eh.
Yung parang siguro when he took the approach, daman-daman na niya. Kaya lang sumobra lang talaga.
Sabay tingin ulit sa camera. Oh, speaking of gigil, to si Mendoza.
Yeah, he overcooks that attack. But he has performed very well, no? Especially in set number 4. He was the spark plug that VNS needed to extend the match.
Oh, look at that number by Mark Jason Baldos. 30 excellent sets put up in this match. Montemayor gets one to drop.
Oh, not the strongest of hits, but plays just right where he wanted it in the side of Santa Rosa's defense.
Saktuhan lang right in front of the libero. Chris Doria again with a serve. Baldos with a quick. You know that middle attack of Santa Rosa has been efficient in this game.
Yes, very efficient. And yun nga, one thing that you would, I mean, when we say that's how efficient it is because I don't think VNS has managed to at least touch, have a touch in any of the attacks of the middles.
Or
ng
bilang
Santa
lang at
Rosa.
least, no?
Yeah.
Polvorosa. It's back with VNS. Montemayor.
Yeah, but there was a touch there, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw a touch.
First referee will hold on to that. Even the linesman said there was a touch.
So I think Santa Rosa was contesting that. Sumobra parang sa line niya. Oh, he stepped on the line already. So I think they were not contesting the touch. It was that he stepped on the line or overstepped.
5 serving 2 here.
Good first ball.
Montemayor is rejected.
Solid block. The defense of Santa Rosa really is exceptional today. Solid block by, I think that was Disquitado had a hand of that.
Now a 4-point lead for Santa Rosa. Good read by San Andres as that is out. They've been in this similar situation in set number 4, talking about VNS. Mas malaki pa nga yung lamang ng Santa Rosa. Well, let's see if they can duplicate that, or will Santa Rosa finally have the answers to close out a match?
Well, that was a good serve, but good reception as well on the side.
So grabe.
Yeah, he has been very consistent here for the red shirts.
And that was the captain, Chris Hernandez, delivering the goods. Jade Disquitado will take his sweet time. And I think, Ivy, you have an update on the service errors.
That's 22 service errors already for Santa Rosa here in the entire match. So just imagine if they did not commit these service errors. They could have probably finished the match already.
Compared to only the 9
9 of VNS. Very controlled. Very they're able to control themselves at the service line. But as we speak,
gusto rin nila mag-double digits. Sali kami dyan, sabi ng VNS.
Okay lang magkabulan doon sa puntos, pero wag na masada dito sa service error.
Medyo malayo kasi agwat eh. Tabihan namin ng onte. 4-point lead once again for Santa Rosa. And they add to that tally.
And you know, we have to remember, this 5th set is only a race to 15.
Yep.
So these service errors being committed by both of the squads are going to be very, crucial for them. I mean, VNS is playing catch-up while Santa Rosa is ahead. Ayaw mo bigyan ng pagkakataon tong VNS para makahabol sa'yo. Binibigyan mo ng kumpiyansa with the service error.
Exactly. That's one of the few times, as you were speaking, Ivy, that was one of the few times that they got a touch on the quick attack. And then they turned it into a point. So it's a good sign for VNS. Pero dalawa pa rin ang abante dito ng Santa Rosa. Gavan now serving. He gets that across. Baldos opens up. And Gabby Hernandez gets it to go. Santa Rosa slowly grinding it out to reach 15 points. They're up by 3 points against VNS.
Good first ball.
Polvorosa inangat ulit kay San Andres. That connection has been working for the Griffins.
And more or less, you would know that VNS will be going to San Andres because they need the points.
Yeah. And Polvorosa being a steady setter, as we all know, knows exactly where to go. 7 serving 9. Gabby again, this time is denied.
That was an excellent block.
And timeout will be called first by Santa Rosa. Let's listen in.
Nasaan ka? Oh, pwede ka rin. Okay. So, anong mga option natin? Jade, nasaan ka?
Susunod na po, coach.
Pwede ring option. Pero most probably, ang bibigyan natin nasa harapan. Isig muna tayo ng maayos, mag-set ng maayos. Kung sa pingin mo, yung dapat pag-aralan mo kung sino yung mga blocker. Diba? Hindi mo pwedeng basta set.
Let's go. Yes, let's go, let's go.
Let's go!
Ito si Trosa!
Santa Rosa City Lions, you heard their huddle there. This time around, Ivy, parang specific instructions na yung binibigay ni Coach Edward Lirio.
Well, of course, if they want to close out this match, they definitely would want to make sure that they do not give VNS the opportunity to lead.
This is the second 5-setter of VNS in 2 matches.
Baka gusto talaga nila 5 sets, no? They're really made for 5-set matches.
Ooh, what a dig by Mendoza. It's kept alive. Over-receive. Buhay pa. Polvorosa to San Andres.
Oh, but the net violation error again, yun ang magiging, kailangan talagang iwasan, no? Very costly errors on the side of Santa Rosa.
And we are tied right now at 9-all. Si Kim Malabungan na nasaktan kanina, nakatayo na rin.
Hindi na niya mapigilan na sarili niya. Sobrang exciting talaga nitong game. I cannot be sitting this one out.
Pero nakataas yung ankle, syempre.
Pero wala nakatayo eh. Ayaw niya nga nakaupo eh. Na-excite na rin siya kasi.
Ooh.
Another error on the side of Santa Rosa. Ayan, you really have to be careful of these. And ito, yan ang ano natin, yun, the maturity on the crucial moments, how you're able to control the errors and make sure na talagang puntos na ang ginagawa ng team ninyo.
VNS is now with the lead. Baldos to Hernandez. Smart play there.
Oh, there was a touch.
Yep. Just made sure na tatamaan yung fingertips ng blockers of VNS. And we are tied at 10-all. They get that serve across.
Good first ball.
San Andres!
That was a big attack from San Andres and talagang nardaman niya yun.
And Barbie, San Andres has come alive here in the final 2 sets, set 4.
Pero parang hindi bagay yung Barbie to sa last attack na yun. That was really a very strong hit. Very clean and strong hit.
And as we say that, he commits a service error. We should keep track of the deadlocks. No? Ilang beses na tayo nagtapla sa larong to.
And I think that says a lot with the youngsters we have here on the other side of the court, no? And how they manage to do that, going up against a more experienced team.
This time around, Ish going to his middle. That is Chris Doria for the finish, and the lead is back with VNS, 12-11. And look at this substitution by Coach Ralph Ocampo, putting in Jeremy Merritt in the home stretch.
Oh, there was a touch on the net.
That's on Jeremy, who was just sent in. Tagal niya nakaupo rin, no? But to be able to to enter the court in a fifth set. That will be a challenge for Jeremy Merritt, but of course we all know that he's a veteran.
Good pass.
Mendoza off the block.
Yes, we said Mendoza really performing here for VNS.
13-12 right now. Don't go anywhere. Just stay close to your TV screens, to your phones, wherever you're watching. Montemayor with a serve. Baldos goes to Disquitado. Short on the attack, and VNS is at match point. And you like what you saw from Baldos there, putting up the chin of Disquitado. Let's listen in.
Huwag natin damdamin yung mga ganyan. Paulit-ulit ako, nagkakamali kayo. Anong pinakamahalaga? Paulit-ulit kong sinasabi ko sa inyong aral. Pag nadapa, pinakamahalaga kung paano kayo tatayo. Oh, wala pa. Hindi pa tapos. Anong gawin natin? O, tatlong dire-diretso pa.
Tara! Stop, ROSA! Wala bibitaw!
So the words from Coach Edward Lirio saying na hindi pa tapos ang laban, and you saw again before the timeout, Baldos telling Jay Disquitado to keep your chin up. Hindi pa tapos.
That's right. And I like what Coach also said, no? It's how you recover.
Yep.
That's what's important. So I think no matter what the outcome of the game would be, this is a good performance for these young kids.
And just like that, they get a point. That's the way to get back up. You will make mistakes, but definitely you will also learn from them.
That's right.
Now Disquitado tasked to do the service.
Very important.
Cannot add any more to the number of errors they've had at that service line. Gets it in. Polvorosa. Mendoza. Not yet done. They pop it up off the block. It's back with VNS. Ish with the dump. No. Hernandez. Cruz was there for the dig. Mendoza again. And yes! VNS wins it. In comeback fashion, the Griffins take it in 5 sets over the Santa Rosa City Lions.
A very exciting match. I think exciting is an understatement for just what we've witnessed today.
And none better than Young Mendoza to finish it against his fellow teens. So we'll be back to wrap this one up here on One Sports.
of VNS-ONE, Alicia Griffin, with 12 points and 8 excellent receptions, who is also 17 years old na nakipagsabayan sa energy ng Santa Rosa City Lions. Yung coming into the fourth set, you were down by 2 sets. How much of a factor is composure in order to gain advantage?
Siguro po, nag-usap-usap lang po kami ng maayos and ginagawa lang po namin yung part namin as a team, and yung mga pagkakamali po namin nung past sets po, nag-adjust na po kami nitong last set po para po manalo.
Talaga namang importante yung in-game adjustments, Yong. And secondly, sinabi ni Coach na ilabas ninyo ang tunay niyong laro by the start of the 5th set. Ano yung naging mindset ninyo to get that end game?
Siguro po, kasi kami nag-slow start siguro po nung mga first to second set, and nakabawi po kami ng 3rd, 4th, and 5th set po. Naka-mindset lang po kami na hindi namin kailangan makuha agad yung 25 points. Siguro isa-isa lang muna, one step at a time. Makararating din namin yung puntos na yun at mananalo din po kami.
At just like Diesel, talaga naman nag-init kayo sa 5th set. And syempre, yung may gusto ka bang batiin?
Binabati ko po yung nanay ko and mga kapatid ko dyan sa bahay, and salamat sa support at saka kay Lian. Hi. Thank you po.
Again, congratulations to VNS-ONE, Alicia Griffin. Let's go back to the panel.
Thank you, Alexis Tinsay. Si Lian pala yung special mention niyo, yung inspiration niya towards the end. But really, when he was needed by his team, he stepped up big in the sets 4 and 5, and VNS completing this comeback. But still a gallant stand by the Santa Rosa City Lions, but just not enough. VNS using their maturity, their experience, and nilabas nga nila yung laro nila towards that latter part of set number 4 and 5.
And I think really, in this kind of match, particularly this one, what really mattered was the end game. And the VNS this is their second 5-setter, so I think they're really made for these kinds of games. So a lot of effort, of course, by both of these teams. Like we said, Santa Rosa really played a very good game. So regardless of whatever the outcome of tonight's match, both have played really well, and they really showed that both teams really deserve to be here as one of the top teams, and all the top players have put in together.
That's right. It's just so exciting to watch men's volleyball back in action, and these are the final numbers in that set number 5.
And very close, very, very close game that we had, even in the attack points and the blocks, and both had the same number of errors. And again, it has just been when these points were committed, and the momentum, the shift in momentum on the side of VNS was very, that was a turning point really, and then the 5th set. So medyo na-pressure ng konti siguro tong ating mga youngsters But the composure remained, of course, on the side of VNS.
Nagkatalo lang dun sa attacks in set number 5, but in total, we can take a look at the stats for both teams.
What I really wanted to point out here was Santa Rosa has been receiving and digging very well the entire match, and I think yun yung isang naging dahilan kung bakit din nahirapan ng VNS to defend, because ang daming options ng attack kasi ang ganda ng kanilang first ball. Pero what Santa Rosa would definitely need to find a solution for is yung kanilang errors. Malapit ang errors na nakikita natin, 41-45, but the number of errors at the service line that Santa Rosa committed was around 23, I think, for the entire match. And that's half of the errors that they have right now. So if they manage to reduce that, then I'm sure that this would be a very strong team.
Alam natin yung unang ipapractice ng Santa Rosa sa next training session nila. But the games continue on Tuesday still here at the Paco Arena Events and Sports Center. That's on September 6. We have the Navy Sea Lions going up against the NU Santa Elena Nationals. And then after that is the Ateneo Fujibar Blue Eagles against the Santa Rosa City Lions in that doubleheader affair. That does it for our coverage here over at One Sports. On behalf of Alexis Tinsay, my partner Ivy Remulla, my name is Dip Bianco, saying thank you so much for watching the 2022 Spikers Turf Open Conference.